Oh, it's hamstrings. I was actually surprised it's hamstrings because it felt like I've only just done them. But I'm starving, and I've got at least an hour's worth of training to put in before I'm eating the post-workout. I've left it at maybe a little late. To be fair, I would probably be back home by now if I would have gone at normal time, but I don't really. Well, I know what I was doing. I was on the sofa just watching some Avatar, which I'm really liking. I'm about halfway through season 2, and I've really warmed up to. God, I don't know a lot of people's names. I should know, but the prince who was banished from the Fire Kingdom and his uncle. His uncle's honestly my favorite character. Oh, that and Toph. Oh, Toph is a badass. Toph is probably, yeah, she's my favorite. And then it goes I think he's like Dragon Lord or something like that, but I don't actually know what his name is. The prince's uncle. I just know him his unc. Oh. But as far as hamstrings go, seated leg curls, flex leverage, it actually doesn't get much better than that flex leverage seated curl. In my opinion, it's the best hamstring machine I've ever used. Do 4 sets on that. The only thing is, it is just too light, but that's every machine. We do have one gym pin. That's this old rusty gym pin that's heavy as hell, and the pin itself just about fits into the slots, into the machine's weight slots, because the diameter of the flex leverage leg curl is smaller than the usual. So the regular gym pins don't fit in there, which is really annoying. And the way it's made, there's handles at the bottom, so you can push it to unrack. And it clips ever so slightly. So you've got to put it above the handle, but then you have to worry about hitting yourself with it. But it does allow you to continue using the thing. I have actually asked to remove the back plate of it, but that was months ago. I need to ask them to do it again, because it would be so much easier to mount the gym pin behind the machine. On top of that, you'd probably be able to use multiple gym pins at once. I don't know why they haven't done it, because it's such a light stack that I'm sure most people in there that track and lift try to get progressively stronger are maxing out that stack relatively easy. Because I'm not very strong, but I need another 10 kilos on top of that stack, and that's saying something for a hamstring curl, because normally hamstrings are quite heavy, at least for me. I don't have very strong legs, so. I mean, for relative to how long I've been lifting, you know, I've seen kids half of my lifting experience do like double the weight. So, But the goal is not weight exclusive. You know, it's to, of course, it's to get stronger week in, week out. Oh, bad place to break down there. But not necessarily for strength purposes, like 1 rep maxing. Which I prefer, to be honest with you. I like to enjoy my lifts. Not saying that it's not enjoyable to push yourself and go for a 1 to 3 rep max. Yeah, you're just spending less time lifting. So, why is this person braking so much? What the hell? That is one nice thing about summer, though. Even if you do go to the gym slightly later than your usual, it's still daylight outside, which is nice. Depends when you go, I suppose. Some nutcases go at like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Either you work insane shifts, or you just got no responsibilities and you can just do that. There is no in between. Even if I was both, though, either or of those options, I think lifting that late would just be so annoying. Because at that time, I like going to bed at 12, maybe 1 o'clock. Depends how good the thing that I'm watching is, because I'm normally watching something around that time. But ideally, I try to aim for 12. But I'm also not someone that can... You know what? We're gonna skip to the first set. Plug in. This case, man.
So the example is like, you've got players who are semi-pro, they've got players who are a little bit more than like 150. I guess if today, there's probably not paid accommodation they pay away. Or they can speak up. Just to make it work. Oh, mate. It's tired. Yeah, that is. What did he do one time? I just throws in it. Just randomly put me down. Yeah, with. I worked in a spa. I went like, on my awesome front bar. Working there, like, you've seen it, like, it's great. On cycle, I was like every week. Taking all the way to Sophie Woolford gym. Did you end up going? They were doing heroin. Did you end up going? After school, everyone goes there. My little ran into him in my house restaurant. He used to do so many drugs and he found his pregnancy. That's the spot. Fucked up in that.
Christ, I just went through the living room. Oh, short lift. Like every hamstring day. And it was even shorter for you, because I think I only recorded like 2 sets. But you didn't miss much, to be honest with you. Only 2 more sets of seated hamstring curls, which got really sticky towards the end. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because, well, I was definitely progressively getting weaker, because that's just how fatiguing works, but no, it definitely felt as if once I got to 15 kilos, an extra 5 kilos compared to the first set, which flew, by the way, I got like an extra 2.5 reps more than I did last week. Or 5 days ago was the last hamstring day. But it flew. It so flew. So I put on another 5 kilos, thinking I would get roughly, well, I got 11, so I was thinking maybe 8 reps. Ended up getting 6. But that first initial unrack was a fight. Was definitely a struggle, because yeah, and then after that it was just sticky. I don't know why. That extra 5 kilos did something. Not exactly sure what, but it felt, yeah, it felt way more difficult than an extra 5 kilos should have. Put it that way. It was not moving as cleanly. But I don't know if that's because I put it at the very bottom. I put the gym pin at the very bottom of the stack. It couldn't get any lower. It was so low that I had to use 2.5 kilo plates instead of 5 kilos, 10 kilos and 15 kilos, because there just wasn't enough clearance at the bottom. Normally when I put a gym pin at the bottom of the stack, it does start to get a bit sticky, which is unfortunate because on this machine, like I said on the way here, it's kind of the only way you can do it unless we take the back cover off, which I want them to do. I need to get on them for that. I was going to ask about it today, but yeah. But calf raises, my god, another 5 kilos added today. I mean, I'm seriously running out of room on that gym pin. I'm sure it'll be alright if I use the stainless steel plates, but they're such a faff to lug around. But that's what's going to have to happen after I get another 15 kilos on top of that gym pin and hit it for 10 reps. Because at the moment I'm on 325 plates and a 10 kilo plate, which means I'm almost finished. Well, maxing out the stack for that type of plate anyway. And the stack itself isn't tall enough to fit 2 gym pins on the same side. And it's too close to the wall to get a gym pin behind it. Yeah. So worst comes to worst, I might have to change the stance of my feet placement to make me a little weaker, hindrance myself on purpose. It's annoying though, because I like having my feet really close together. It gives me a really good drive through the calf instead of like the quad. Allows me to lock my knees out as well. Oh my god, Wednesday, it's Wednesday. We have 1 episode of Invincible and 1 episode of The Boys to watch. So we've got 2 hours of peak to watch tonight. I can't wait. I actually cannot wait. Probably gonna have some, I'm gonna have some post-workout now and then we'll see. I'll probably get stuck straight into it. But I am enjoying Avatar at the moment. But I haven't watched those 2 shows in a week, maybe 6 days. So we can give Avatar a rest for tonight and watch Peak. Oh, I'm excited. They're both in a good place. Well, Invincible even more so because, well, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't watched it, but yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I'm excited. And you should be excited too. Even if you haven't watched it. Like most people, pretty much everyone who would watch this type of video is would be on those series. It's funny, once you start lifting, the hunger goes away. But before I lifted, I was starving. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the science is behind that. It's the fight or flight response, and it kicks the hunger out of the system. Yeah, strange how it happens. Because I could probably not eat for another hour now. It's 9 o'clock now. It would get to 10 o'clock, and then I'd be hungry again. Isn't it funny that I went from literally starving to working out to then not being hungry to then being hungry like an hour later probably. But I tell you what, I'm missing my dark cookies and cream. Is it dark cookies and cream? I think so. The designer way from ESN. I don't know why. I just like. I remembered the cinnamon cereal one being so much better. It's good for the cereal though, not gonna lie. It's good when I have the Cocoa Pops, if you get the right ratio. Otherwise it can get sickly really quickly. But for the oat pudding that I do, it's not it. The chocolate in the other variant is just, yeah, it's just what you need. It is just what you need. This will be the second upload today, actually. I recorded just yesterday, but I forgot to edit it and then post it. I was charging my phone because it died, so I just forgot. But today, if you're not watching The Invincibles and The Boys, which I would actually tell you to get off this video right now and watch it, if you're not already, if you haven't already, because that's what I'm about to do. So I would say we'll recap, but I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't watched it. So I'll just see you in the next one. Sound.